It's quite dang near impossible to escape from seeing AI content when you're on the internet these days. For some reason, social media won't stop shoving these contents down our throats. And with the rise of generative AI that can pump out these awful images and videos, there are trends that emerge from them. My name is Kian, I'm a human artist, please believe me, and today I'm going to attempt some of those trends. The first trend that we're going to take a look into is the reaction sticker trend. So basically, the user would submit a photo of them to the AI model and give them prompts to convert the photo into reaction stickers. I saw the trend mostly on TikTok and Instagram, where they're mainly making tutorials and sharing prompts with each other. Looking at the stickers that the AI make, they look bland, to put it nicely. The expressions are basic, the poses are mostly the same, and there's quite a lot of mistakes here and there. While I understand that the owners of these stickers are not using them for anything serious, they're just using them in text conversation with friends, I can't help but wanting to put more spice and flavor into my rendition. I initially wanted to draw one of my OC, then I realized that if I draw my Sona for this, I can use them for my videos, so killing two birds with one stone. I took a lot of inspiration from anime. You know the thing where anime characters have chibi versions of themselves to express emotions comedically? It's always interesting to see those big strong characters turn into little small creatures that are flailing around. Speaking of anime, there is an AI art trend that was popular not too long ago. I think you could guess what it is. Of course, I'm talking about the Ghibli AI art trend. Everyone and their grandmas were doing this. I unfortunately did not have time to attempt that trend. Maybe I'll do so on another video. I chose a wider variety of emotions that I would actually use in a text conversation. The choices of emotion in some of the AI stickers are quite questionable. Some interesting ones are this unclear emotion. Am I missing something? Am I the only one who's not getting what it's supposed to convey? And then there's this crying slash angry slash shocked expression. And then this happy but angry at the same time emotion. Wow, you guys, I guess AI can portray such complex emotions. And then that. What is that supposed to mean? What expression is it trying to convey? I didn't mean to make a whole segment of roasting AI art, but to be honest, generative AI deserves a full-on movie of just roasting their quote-unquote art. This expression right here, I took from Asobi Asobase. If you don't know what that is, it's a chaotic comedy anime. The anime is known for the funny faces that the characters make, especially Hanako. And I wanted an expression that's dead inside or contemplating a really, really terrible mistake. And this one is just perfect for it. Though it kind of looks out of place at the end, but I love it, so I don't mind. I attempted to make the sleeping mask look like my shades. I'm not sure of how successful it is. I tried though. The sleeping emotes that the AI make usually don't even look like they're sleeping. They just look like they're standing with their eyes closed. I had some trouble with the hen of the kissy face emote. Looking at it now, I still think it looks quite off. But hey, at least my arms are not melting into each other. Doing this trend have shown me that I quite enjoy drawing in this type of style. I could show more expressive emotions with this more chibi style. I'm one of those artists that don't or rather avoid drawing dynamic expressions of my characters. It's definitely my weakest point when it comes to character drawing, which is not good. I definitely need to work on that. Sometimes for me, there's just certain expressions that I struggle to show with my default art style. Before I start drawing, I always sketch out little thumbnails of the subject that I'm drawing. I find that the expression of the characters in these thumbnails are more dynamic than my final drawing. I think it's because with these thumbnails, it's quick and simple. You're just little bold beans that don't have details, and it's just to give me an idea of the pose or expression or composition of the drawing. And with the drawing itself, I'm caught up in the little details, like the designs, trying to make the anatomy look right. So the expressions would often end up looking stiff. I think another factor is that not wanting to change or exaggerate the features of the characters. Or all of this could just be a skill issue, I don't know. But my point is that drawing in this style helped me to convey more expressive emotions, and I highly recommend you to try this if you're like me and struggle with drawing expression. If you have an OC, putting them in this like goofy style could be a great way to explore them more. I wanted this to look like an actual sticker pack, so I put white outline around the emotes and try to design the background like an actual sticker pack. I wish I could have printed them and like put them in my sketchbook or something. That would have been so cool. Overall, I thoroughly enjoy doing this trend. It would have been easier if I popped my Sona on ChatGPT and asked it to make one for me. But that would have killed a tree and it's no fun. So no thank you. The next trend that I'm going to do is the starter pack trend. This trend was popular about a month or two ago, so I'm a bit tardy to the party here. Essentially, when given a photo and some prompts, the AI would generate an image of a figure with objects that's related to the figure in a doll or action figure packaging. This trend reminds me of Meet the Artist that artists have been doing for a long time now, so this is really nothing new. I'm basing my doll on the first Barbie. I chose her because of her iconic, bombastic side-eye face, and I found this photo of her holding shades, and since my Sona wears shade on my head, it's a perfect reference. Some artists who've done this trend even put like doll joints, or they try to make their characters appear more doll-like. Some even did this trend in real life with real dolls, and even themselves. The AI images from this trend look really crazy. You get these realistic faces on not so realistic body proportions, and it's just so jarring and uncanny to look at. Some people have said that they get genuine disgust from looking at AI art, and I have to say, I think I can relate to that. The other day, I got an ad for like an AI powered grammar learning app, and there's a robot in it that looks genuinely horrendous. Every time I scroll through YouTube shorts, I pray that I won't get that ad again. The objects that I draw are just stuff that are essential to me. I'm not a sentimental person, so there's no particular items that I own that I feel deep connection to. I draw my drawing tablet, a water bottle. Don't forget to drink water, by the way. Hello Kitty plushie, my lip balm, a banana, wired earphones. Do people still use this, or is it just me? Chocolate muffin, my favorite dessert. My prescription glasses that I accidentally sleep in sometimes. Hand lotion for, my hands. For my hands, okay? And a tote bag with a Totoro pin on it. There's another AI trend, or more like anti-AI trend, where artists are stealing AI quote-unquote character designs. These designs are not copyrighted, so we can just like steal them. I am planning on making a separate video on that, so stay tuned. I've got my eyes on some of those AI guys, I could say that much. You shall be mine soon. I don't know if I am successful with the rendering for this piece. It looks quite flat, and I noticed way later that the plastic that I draw around my doll looks like a coffin. And I also forgot to put the things that secure the little objects to the box, so it just look like they're floating. Oh, so many mistakes for this one. But anyways, doing this challenge was quite fun. It's an interesting spin-off of Meet the Artist, though I think I'll just stick to doing that. I'm living this whole movement of, I guess, anti-AI trends. I think we as artists should keep doing this anytime an AI art trend starts to rise. I'm not sure if it's doing anything, but hey, at least we're making real art. And here are my attempts of the AI trends. Overall, I had so much fun, and this goes without saying, but generative AI. If you've been watching up until this point, thank you, and I'll see you next time.